watching Valley Sports, the home of the Blues and Cardinals.
It's a beautiful Friday night in St. Louis. In the shadows of the Gateway Arch, the Cardinals season is at hand. We've got the Dodgers in town starting a gauntlet of 22 straight playoff hopeful clubs for the Cardinals as we've reached mid-August here in the 2024 season. Hi again, friends. Chip Carey, Jim Evans, Jim Hayes coming along in just a moment. No way to sugarcoat it, Jimmy. A three-game sweep at the hands of the Cincinnati Reds has made the Cardinals' postseason calculus a lot harder. We do, though, have 41 games left. Still a chance, 4 back in the wild card and 9 behind Milwaukee.
Yeah, they didn't do themselves any favors, and you can see who's coming into town. The Los Angeles Dodgers, who have been getting everybody trouble this year. This offense they have going for them is going to give everybody fits, and they've given Miles Michaelis fits in the past.
And here's a look at what the Cardinals have in store for them. They will play 6 of these opponents on the screen with the best records in the major leagues, including 2 series head-to-head with the division-leading Milwaukee Brewers. The next 19, Dodgers, Brewers, Minnesota, San Diego, and at the Yankees. And Miles Michaelis knows tonight's start is a big one for him and the Cardinals.
Like I was saying, take a look at the numbers right here against the Dodgers. They have 6 guys in their lineup that hit 400 or better against Miles Michaelis this year in their career. So tonight he's got his work cut out for him, but this is the kind of day he can step up and pitch a gem.
Yeah, Mookie Betts is back. Shohei Ohtani now leading off. You've got Freddie Freeman, the perennial all-star. That's what they have done head-to-head with Miles Michaelis, who's a pitch-to-contact guy, not a big strikeout guy, and hopefully he'll have his A-plus stuff tonight as the Cardinals beat the Dodgers for the second time here in 2024. More on the Dodgers and Dave Roberts' team. They're 20 over 500. Game 1, Redbirds and the Dodgers coming up from St. Louis. We'll have more after the break. Cardinals baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. By BJC Healthcare. You deserve extraordinary care. And by your quality Ford dealers. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years. You know about the Cardinals' quest for a playoff spot in 2024 and what they have to do? Well, Jim, the Dodgers have a fight on their hands, too. They've been banged up all year and find themselves with just a 2-game lead out west.
Kind of surprising to hear so much about this offense and how great this team is, and yet other teams are keeping pace, as you see right here. So they got something to play for day in and day out. That's even more scary if you're struggling trying to catch up to them.
And this is a Dodger team that can hit with the best of them. And oh, by the way, they've just gotten Mookie Betts back. That's our Hyundai in the driver's seat feature. 1 through 9. This is a very deep and very dangerous Dodgers offense.
I mean, like you said, look at the stats that they have with their offense. Leading off, Shohei Ohtani. Are you kidding me? 37 home runs. 86 RBIs and 35 stolen bases already. This is going to be a nightmare for teams coming down to the stretch.
But it's going to be a fun weekend for Major League Baseball players all around the sport. It's MLB Players Weekend. Mason Wynn's family's in St. Louis. Jim Hayes will visit them a little bit later on tonight.
Before every game on Bally Sports.
Welcome back. Your starting center fielder is rocking cleats for Players Weekend. Victor Scott, excited to see how everyone's personality shines this weekend throughout the 3-game set against the Dodgers. Friday is going to be fun. Saturday is for a cause, and Sunday is for appreciation, is how MLB has laid it out for Players Weekend. So because tonight is fun, you got all of the Players Weekend nicknames on the back of their jerseys and their cleats, and really everyone is going to be excited to see what the personality that comes out for these different guys is showing up tonight.
That is important, right? Yeah. Is learning more about some of the players as you get a look at the Players Weekend of what they're trying to do. And we'll see how fun this Friday is. We'll talk to you about 10 o'clock tonight and see how fun that one is. But it is cool, like, and getting to know what makes a player tick, the causes that they care about, and hearing stories about everybody's families. We watch every day on the field, but we don't truly know these players. So I think it's a great idea. I love the idea of the cleats. I want to know for you, Alexa, Dad, you've got your custom cleats or your heels or whatever it is you're wearing. What are you putting on your custom shoes?
My favorite movie, Dumb and Dumber.
Really?
Yeah, one's going to be orange, one's going to be light blue.
Oh my gosh, love this.
You know, they sword fight, and yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I love this.
Those are
Absolutely.
2 cleats. What about you?
Absolutely. Look, me now, I should probably pick something professional like my children. I think that would be a good thing to put on there. Probably my dogs.
Absolutely.
I think that would happen too. And if I was still playing, it'd probably be like the Vegas skyline or something, the strip back in the day. You know, I could see Tommy Pham rocking something like that.
Yeah, I love that. All right, we're coming up with some good ones. We'll see what the players came up with this weekend, and it will be on display all night long right here on Bally Sports. Looking forward to that. Jordan Walker getting set there in the dugout. We are looking forward to a great showdown between the Dodgers and the Cardinals. Chip Carey and Jim Edmonds. Cards looking to snap a 4-game losing skid. Ali Marmol said this series can make or break the season. The turnaround begins tonight. Cardinals and Dodgers. First pitch coming up next on Bally Sports.
And it is a big weekend for the Cardinals. 91 degrees, 42% humidity, gentle breeze, if at all, at 8 miles an hour. Jim Edmonds, Jim Hayes, Chip Carey, as the Cardinals start a critical stretch of 22 games tonight against the Dodgers and Milwaukee on this homestand. And Jim Evans, Miles Michaelis, the man that gets the homestand started tonight.
He's got his work cut out for him. This Dodgers offense is tough in there, especially tough on him. They have 6 guys in their lineup today hitting over 400 career against him. You see the pitch arsenal right there. A lot of fastballs. They're going to go either way. Fastball, four-seamer, sinker, slider, and the big breaking ball when he's on.
Dave Roberts is the skipper of the Dodgers. They start play 20 games over 500, 2 games ahead of the Diamondbacks and the Padres. And their Ford starting lineup got a very big boost. They got Mookie Betts back at the start of the week against Milwaukee. He's nestled between Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. Home run derby champ Teoscar Hernandez is their cleanup man. So right out of the gate, Jim, it is red alert if you're a starting pitcher. And as you said, Miles Mikolas against these Dodger sluggers has had his share of troubles. But who knows, maybe tonight that Miles rediscovers the magic, gets the ball on the ground, and restores some order for St. Louis after a 3-game sweep.
I like what you said, too, the red alert. You're not kidding. You cannot afford to miss first pitch of the game, especially with this guy coming up to hit right here. Bombs, and he can run the bases.
And a first pitch strike gets things underway to Shohei Ohtani. 37 homers, most in the National League, 86 RBIs. That ball had some bite to it. It's 0-2.
I think maybe a little bit of humidity might be great for Miles. He might get a little bit more movement out of his breaking pitches. Maybe not as much with the sinker, but the cutter and the breaker for sure.
Cardinals saw Ohtani in Los Angeles in our opening series. Shohei had 6 strikeouts in 16 trips to the plate against Cardinals pitchers. And he takes that one low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mikolas ready. Here it is. And lifted back and out of play, foul. Ohtani, the DH for the Dodgers. They might have him in the outfield next year. He's figuring to pitch as well as hit for LA next season. But having a remarkable first year with Los Angeles. And he'll see pitch number 7 here to start the game.
And for as strong and big as he is, he puts the bat on the ball. And he fouls off good pitches. The length of the arms, the body, everything. He can cover so much of the strike zone. He just hangs in until you make a mistake.
Rolled over a breaking ball to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Look, the Dodgers are a formidable opponent. They are a team that's built to maybe get to and win the World Series. The Cardinals have played themselves, Jim, in a spot where these next 22 games determines your fate, perhaps, as far as the playoffs are concerned. First the 2-2 again, and it's fouled away.
I think the 3 games in Cincinnati didn't help a lot, because what you did was you just added another team to the puzzle in the wild card division race. And I think that now will really come into play as we get a little bit closer to the end.
And this is the challenge for Mikolas. Miles is not a strikeout pitcher. He's striking out roughly 16% of his batting opponents this year. And here we go with Ohtani. 6 or 7 foul balls to start this game. On a hot night, economy is important. And he overcooked that curveball. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I think he got himself caught up going up with the fastball early and then finishing going back down with the breaking ball. Too many wasted pitches there. I'd love to see him just go back to back with those fastballs early.
There we go. Ohtani swings and misses. Long battle, 11 pitches, but Mikolas has his first out.
See a little slider right here. This might be the old break, the backdoor, back up slider, kind of just zoomed right past the bat. We always talk about it, the best and the worst pitch in all of baseball.
Mookie Betts has 6 hits since coming off the injured list. He broke his wrist on June 16th. Saw Mookie before the game and joked with him, you couldn't have waited until Monday to come back. But look, the game needs guys like this healthy and doing his thing. Hopefully he'll have a quiet series and will usher the Dodgers along. As that's inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Players Weekend. Check out Mookie Betts' bat as he hits second tonight
See the movement there. That's good movement on the sinker. Nice bat, nice paint job right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, got him over the inside corner. Another backup sweeper. And 2 up, 2 down via strikeout.
You gotta think he's gonna get movement with this humidity, but the thing with that is if you try to overthrow stuff, it doesn't do what you want it to do. And you've seen backup slider and a backup sweeper right there. Fortunately, both of them ended up in strikeouts.
Freddie Freeman is next. Ground ball sneaks through the right side on the first pitch. So Freddie Freeman, playing in his 2000th Major League game tonight, has the first Dodger hit.
And he's surprised that he gets a base hit here.
Here's the Cardinals Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's defense. Pham, Scott, and Walker left to right with a left-hander on the mound. Arenado, Mason Wynn, Brendan Donovan at second, Goldie at first, and Pedro Pajes is in harness.
Freddie Freeman last year hit .438 at Busch Stadium.
One of the game's great hitters. And Teoscar Hernandez takes a strike. Hernandez 2 for his last 16 at the plate, but always a dangerous hitter against the Cardinals. 5 of his last 8 hits against St. Louis pitching have left the ballpark. And he has 26 home runs on the year. Dodgers 162 as a team, best in the National League. They play him to pull on the infield and just missed the corner. 2 balls and a strike. So Ohtani strikes out. Betts caught looking. Freeman singles on his first pitch. And now Teoscar Hernandez ahead in the count. Chopper hit towards short. Mason's got that. Flip to second, and Miles Michaelis navigates his way through a 20-pitch shutout first inning. Here come the Cardinals. Top of the order, Mason Wynn, Wilson Contreras, and Tommy Pham. Hitting third, Justin Robleski, a rookie left-hander on the hill for the Dodgers. Inning, here come the Cardinals, and they're for Goldschmidt fifth. Jordan Walker gets the start in right field, and it's very simple, Jim. If the Cardinals want to go where they want to go, they got to start hitting. They scored 4 runs in 3 games against the Reds, and tonight face a rookie, Justin Robleski, who's making his 5th big league start. Robleski, born in Canton, Georgia, from Hoffman Estates, Illinois.
See the pitch arsenal right there. And basically you got a little bit of video and you just have to go out there and play the game. It's just like old-fashioned baseball. You got to get some video, but you don't really get enough to see tendencies. So kind of see what's going on and go get them.
Imagine a left-handed Lance Lynn as far as the Arsenal's concerned. You know that Lance throws fastballs 70–80% of the time. Robleski out of that mold for LA, and it's a good fastball. It'll pop up there at 95. That one 93 and high, 3 balls and a strike. His last big league start, July 27th in Houston. Gave up 2 runs in 5 2/3 innings. He's made the jump from Double-A to the show, and he just walked the Cardinals leadoff man, Mason Wynn. So, Jimmy, what's your Toyota key to the game for the Cardinals to start the weekend right?
Just going to make it simple, score some runs. Good series in Cincinnati. The team hit an average of 194. In 3 games, only 19 hits and only scored 4 runs, as you said. We need to score some runs and get ahead of this Dodgers team.
Yeah, the Cardinals were out-homered by the Reds 10-1 at the Great American Ballpark. Let's see if we can change that tonight. Contreras, a 5-game hitting streak, 2 homers in that stretch. And that one floats in for a strike, says Vic Carapazza, the crew chief, and tonight's home plate umpire. It's launched out of play, foul, good cut. It's a ball and 2 strikes. It's been a rough August for the Cardinals. They're 4-9. They've scored 42 runs total in those 13 games. 1-2 pitch is cut on and missed. Contreras down on strikes, 1 on, 1 out, and Tommy Pham is next. Here's a look at the Dodger defense presented by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Hernandez, Kevin Kiermaier, the former Tampa Bay Ray, is in center. Mookie Betts is in right. Miguel Rojas and Gavin Lux up the middle. Will Smith, a terrific catcher, and of course Freddie Freeman, a Gold Glover, over at first. Here's Tommy Pham. His return to the Cardinals was a big success, a pinch hit grand slam. He's gone quiet since, with 1 hit in his last 14 at-bats. But hitting third tonight against the young Dodger lefty. And that's been the other story, Jim, for the Cardinals. Can this offense muster not just offense, but slug against left-handed pitching?
It's something they struggled in the past a lot with, and then you kind of go up and down this year.
Runner goes. Smith's throw is going to be late, but Wynn overslid the bag, and he's tagged out. Base running mistake there for the Cardinals shortstop, and 2 are out.
I think he thinks he's out right here and just kind of gives up on the slide. Otherwise, I would think that you would make a better effort to stick the bag. This doesn't even reach back.
So Wynn out stealing for the 5th time. Will Smith with a good throw. Now Pham, 2 balls and a strike. Might see the Cardinals try to do that. Look, it's been a struggle offensively. You got to sometimes force the issue and see if you can create some breaks for yourself. Didn't work out that time. Let's see if Pham can reach. To center, well hit. Kiermaier drifting back, and he'll have plenty of room to retire the side. So nothing doing for the Cardinals. We're through a scoreless first in St. Louis. No score after one as we start this critical homestand for the Cardinals. Jim Hayes, Dodgers in town for the first of 3 tonight.
Yeah, Chip, after a rough stay in Cincinnati, the Cards are home for a gauntlet. Dodgers, then the Brewers. Ollie Marmol knows this homestand could be the make or break thing for his season.
Victor Scott almost brought that back. Gavin Lux ambushes and hits a solo homer, and the Dodgers lead 1-0.
It's a long run right here for Scott. Times it perfectly. He just was off the mark at an angle where he had to reach. Oh, he almost over-jumped it. That's frustrating.
In the palm of the glove, it didn't stick, and the Dodgers with a home run lead by 1. Great effort for Victor Scott. It just didn't stick.
That happened to me once, and I thought about it for a long, long time. That is go all that way and don't stick the landing, as they say.
So one of the hottest hitters in the league since the All-Star break continues that. Gavin Lux has hit his 8th homer. And now you've got Will Smith, the catcher. He's popped 16 of them for LA. So the home run ball continues to plague the Cardinals. They gave up 10 of them against the Reds. They've given up 1 here in the 2nd inning to the Dodgers tonight. And Michaelis, his 19th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And strike 3 for out number 1. Sorry to interrupt you, Jimmy, but this is a critical series, and every play means oh so much.
And that was quite a play. I thought he might have had it, too. We were talking about this homestand for the Cardinals being make or break. Ollie Marmol says he's aware of it. He said, we're all aware of it. The clubhouse guys, the staff is, the players. We understand who we are playing, and we are up to the challenge. Chip, Ollie said, they just got to put their heads down and play. What else can they do, really?
That's a great point. And for both of you, big challenge, yes, but an even bigger opportunity, I would think.
This is when you get up and play. I mean, when you're playing the best, you want to play against the best. You end up getting the best out of yourself. And I think this team, if they're going to show any kind of fight and anything to do with the playoff run, this is where they're going to show it, is a game like tonight.
That's cracked down the left field line by Rojas. That ball is off the wall. He's around first and on his way to second. And Rojas has the 3rd Dodgers hit and 2nd extra base hit of this inning. It's in the 2nd. His 19th 2-base hit.
Missed the spot with the slider we talked about early on. This lineup has a bunch of guys that are not just hitting against Miles, they're hitting 400 and above, and one of the guys that is not is Rojas. He's 3 for 9.
So Kiermaier, key man in the inning. He's batting 8th and lashes that out of play foul. Dodgers as a team batting .255 with runners in scoring position. Kiermaier just .179. And hitting .195 overall for Dave Roberts. This one popped up. Pages sheds the mask over by the Dodger on deck circle, but no play. Of course, when you think about the Dodgers, you think about Tommy Edman. The Cardinals traded him at the deadline to LA. That's what brought Eric Fetty and Tommy Pham to St. Louis. We're told that Tommy's probably going to be activated on Monday. Jack Flaherty also back with LA. He pitched yesterday up in Milwaukee.
It's a young Chipper Jones sitting next to Jack Flaherty right there.
Line into right field, a base hit. Late break for Rojas. They're going to wave him around. Walker, here comes his throw. It's on line, and Pages can't corral it. Now breaking for second is Kiermaier as Michaelis slipped at the on-deck circle. Walker unleashed a perfect throw. Pages couldn't hang on, and Kiermaier's single makes it 2-0.
This is a pretty good throw right here. It's hard to tell if it eats up Pages or not. Just too much of a short hop. I was trying to figure out if it hit the grass or not. Just a little bit too much of a short hop.
So single RBI, E9 allows Kiermaier to second. LA by 2. Here's Kike Hernandez, a strike.
It's amazing too, because usually as the outfielder, you're throwing the ball to the plate, you're usually catching grass, which will slow it up a little bit, give you a nice hop. Basically hit the baseline, and that ball skipped.
So quickly 0-2 for the Dodgers' 9th place hitter, Kike Hernandez. 2 runs, 3 hits here in the 2nd inning. Lifted to the right. Goldie on the run. He won't get there. It's off the net. Dodgers are averaging almost 5 runs a game, 2nd best in the National League. They have the 2nd best record in the National League, a touch behind the Phillies in the East. 0-2 is popped down the right field line. Walker, long run, not going to get there. And we'll try again. Royals lead the Reds 3-0. That game's in the 6th inning. That's the good news. Bad news is Milwaukee leads Cleveland 3-0.
Take a look at those shoes. Those are like bright, neon yellow.
Yeah.
Go perfectly with the Dodgers blue uniforms.
0-2 count. Did he go? He didn't. I know former Cardinals traveling secretary C.J. Cherry always called you Diamond Jim. I could just see you out there with diamond encrusted cleats.
Yeah, no.
For Players Weekend.
We didn't even have more than 1 or 2 choices when I played.
But that's what makes it fun.
Actually, though, back in the day too, that we had a little bit of more cut and dry rules where you had to wear cleats that were 60 or 80%, whatever it was, your team color. So you couldn't even wear white cleats at home. You could only wear the color of your team with some white stripes, and if it had a white toe, you got lucky.
I pop towards second. That's playable for Brendan Donovan. And there's the 2nd out. Now you face Shohei Ohtani with a runner at 2nd and 2 out. All weekend long, it's Players Weekend. Hope you'll join us and the clubs in celebrating that through Sunday when we highlight our players and their unique stories behind the bases. Visit MLB.com/playersweekend and learn more.
Rumor has it that Ohtani has his dog on his shoes.
Yeah.
Right there. A little wrapped up in the foot padding, but
Line to second, and Ohtani is 0 for 2. So the Dodgers settle for 2. A near great catch by Victor Scott turns into an LA homer. For the Dodgers, big home run. Scores their first run. An RBI hit from Kiermaier makes it 2-zip, and now the Cardinals to work in the second with Nolan Arenado leading off. And Arenado, a longtime opponent of the Dodgers. A lot of that damage came while with the Rockies.
151 career games.
That's a good year.
That is a whole year. I mean, that's if you're taking a few games off here.
Yeah, right. Arenado riding a 4-game hitting streak. Rolls this one toward third foul. And he'll head back to the box with a 1-2 count. Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Donovan coming up in the St. Louis second. Cardinals open the year in Los Angeles and drop 3 out of 4 to the Dodgers. The pitch is high, 2-2. "21 innings for Robleski. He's walked 8 men, so maybe that's one path to success for the Cardinals. Wait this kid out, see what kind of command he has tonight. Does have 1 strikeout, and he's got a 3-2 for Cardinals cleanup hitter. Hammered down the line, but a little too early.
It's like he's overthrowing a little bit, or he's not getting out in front. See, every fastball is kind of up. The only thing he's really getting down, the foul ball to Nolan, was a changeup, one of the very rare ones that he throws, and then the off-speed pitches. Everything else has been up and in.
Well, there's a walk on cue. He's walked the leadoff man in the first 2 innings. So a good start for the Cardinals. They bring the tying run to the plate after a quick word from Siteman Cancer Center.
You are someone's favorite person, and your health matters. For the lives you touch, schedule your cancer screening today.
Goldie's season got off to a good start against the Dodgers. He hit a home run. One here would tie the game, but that curveball missed. 1 ball, no strikes. Come on, Goldie. This one driven toward right. Mookie Betts drifting back. Look at that ball carry. That's going to go. Goldschmidt ties the game with an opposite field homer.
Well, that's what happens when you mess up with the fastball. You're talking about, looks like he's just trying to overthrow the fastball a little bit too much. I know you didn't think that ball was going out, but when the noise of the bat off the ball was in my ear, I thought, wow, that ball's hit. And he got every bit of this ball, just skied it. He didn't think he got enough. Got backspin. And it's warm out there, Chip. It's warm. The ball flies. That's why you never complain about the hot weather.
No doubt. New life for the Cardinals. 2-2 games. There's some slug against left-handed pitching. Goldschmidt hits his 4th homer against a southpaw this year. And a little more life in that Cardinals dugout now. Donovan sprays one out of play. He's behind 0-2. So hit it high, watch it fly tonight. 2-2 game in the second. That's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Donovan's had a nice run over the last couple of weeks.
The ups and downs of the season.
And lefties don't normally bother him too much. The pitch. Line into center, but Kiermaier gallops over and has that for out number 1. So new life for Miles Michaelis. Pat on the back for Paul Goldschmidt. And now Jordan Walker. Interesting for the Cardinals. They're going to play Walker as a platoon player against left-handed pitching. He's done much better work against righties. But he gets the start tonight. There's a reason behind that, though, as well. Robleski, gigantic reverse splits. So let's see what Walker can do. Walker batting 159 and takes a strike. Jim Hayes, interesting situation for the Cardinals right fielder.
So Jordan Walker had seemingly righted the ship. He got in a hot streak before he was called up. Now he's being used as a platoon player, sometimes a pinch hitter. Jordan told me it's definitely an adjustment and it's tough. I have a job to do, so I have to do it well no matter what. He said he spends a ton of time in the cages before the game, during the game, to do his best to stay sharp, but it's something that's kind of new to him.
I think also what's new to him, struggling. You know, you don't usually get to the big leagues by struggling, so when you get up here and you struggle, it is a tough adjustment, and you have to figure out a way how to fix it yourself, and that's new for a lot of these young players too.
That's an awkward route, but makes the catch at the edge of the warning track. Walker's retired. And 2 outs for Cardinals catcher Pedro Pajes.
I believe in rookie bets that you find yourself, you're a center fielder at times, you find yourself starting in shortstop, and then all of a sudden you're playing right field, which is no easy task halfway or to the middle of the year. That's a lot of movement for a guy who's one of your better players on the team and in this league.
Pedro Pajes drives one out of play. He's riding a 3-game hit streak. Two on a Goldschmidt opposite field homer.
There he is back there hiding.
And there he is, hoping for a shutdown 3rd inning with the heart of the Dodger order coming up.
One guy loving the heat, the next guy not.
The 0-2 pitch. Chopper over the mound, charging at short. And Rojas, the throw is just in time. And that'll retire the side. So the Cardinals cash in a leadoff walk and a 377-foot homer for Goldie. And after 2, we're deadlocked. It's 2 apiece, game 1 in St. Louis. The Cardinals punch back with a 2-run homer from Paul Goldschmidt. We move to inning number 3 now. Betts, Freeman, and Teoscar Hernandez. Miles Mikolas has had to work base runners in each of his first 2 innings, and pitch number 40 gets him in the count with a strike. Back our way, foul. It's 0-2. Betts called out on strikes his first time up. And pops another one up back toward us. Again, the challenge for Michaelis. Can he get some swing and miss? Can he get some soft contact? He's right around 24, 25 swings, only 3 misses. He does have 3 strikeouts, 2 of them looking. The pitch. It's right back where it came from, and Donovan perfectly placed for out number 1. That was close as we check in with Jim Hayes.
Lance Lynn has been on the IL since July 31st with an inflamed right knee. It's our BJC Healthcare injury report. He's been throwing off the mound for a while, but today he threw his first bullpen. Lance told me first normal old bullpen, full intensity, and he said the knee held up great. Chip 35 pitches today. He'll see how the knee responds, and they'll figure out what's next for Lance after that.
Who had one of the signature moments in that Dodgers series. Remember Lance's debut with the Cardinals. First inning, loads the bases, then struck out the next 3 Dodgers in order to keep LA off the scoreboard. That was a welcome back to St. Louis moment for the big right-hander. And it'll be nice to get him back with this amazing 41-game sprint that's beginning tonight. Freeman didn't get that. It's 0-2.
It's a great pitch right there. Cutter on the hands, basically. Down, he pulls it foul. Up, it stays up out of the zone. Right on the, basically right where your hands are. Big hole there for a lot of guys, especially with the movement coming at you. Tough to get the bat around quick enough to do anything with that.
He's thrown strike 1 to every Dodger hitter. So far in the game, he's 12 for 12. And he just froze Freddie Freeman on a perfect pitcher's pitch. He's caught 3 Dodgers looking, and that's his 4th strikeout.
It's the same cutter right there. Has a little bit more depth to it. You can see it goes down where the one up it is swung at. Stayed flat around his hands. Freddie thought that was going to break more than it did. Didn't like the call, obviously.
And Pages helped him out behind the plate. Here's Hernandez. He bounced into a force play.
Pages is working his tail off back there. You can watch him paying attention. He is not sitting still. He is moving up, down, in, out. He's all over the place, trying to give Miles some good spots and good targets to hit.
There's a swing and a miss. His fastball's got a little extra life tonight. 96 on that one. Up the middle. Donovan behind the bag. His peg to first is in time. And a shutdown inning for Miles Michaelis, who sent down 5 in a row. 9-1-2 for the Cardinals. We're tied in the 3rd. There's a mic in the dugout. Get to know third base coach Pop Warner and see some of Wilson Contreras' most memorable moments with St. Louis. That's on Cardinals Insider tomorrow at noon here on Bally Sports. So Victor Scott starts the Cardinals third, lefty versus lefty. Robleski's walked the leadoff man in the first and the second innings. Victor batting $125, a homer, 6 RBIs.
Just a bit high.
Hey, that was a good Bob Uecker. Way to go.
Watch out for the bull.
LA pinches in at the corners with Hernandez and Freeman trying to take away the bunt for Victor. 2-1 count. Outside ball 3. Driven toward the gap in left center field. Teoscar, though, sliding catch. Took away a double and maybe more. That's a heck of a play in left.
Going in the gap right here. This ball almost looks like it's about to get in the lights for him. See how he just doesn't really react right to it. It's the big leagues, kid. They make those plays up here all times.
Mason Wynn walked his first time, was thrown out trying to steal, and takes a strike. Players Weekend, a special one for Mason. His family's here from Houston. Hopefully he can put on a show for them tonight. He's had a great rookie season, and this is where he shined at the brightest. 60 hits with 2 strikes this season. Seven of his 9 homers have come against southpaw pitchers. And now he's back in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a drive. A line drive home run. Mason Wynn. And the Cardinals have their first lead.
Right on cue. Good call there, partner. Kind of walked him into that, didn't you? Missile, 108 miles an hour off the bat, 407 feet.
So the Cardinals with 2 homers against a young left-handed pitcher. Robleski's given up the lead. St. Louis ahead by a run, 3-2. 1 in, 1 out. Here's Contreras.
You know, it's interesting. He was known, Robleski is known in the farm system having the best control out of all of the top-ranked pitchers. And you can see today up here, he looks like he's just trying to overthrow everything. He's all over the place. That'll really get you in trouble.
So Mason Wynn, 2 strikes, left-handed hitter. Got a cookie and rifled it out of here for a 3-2 Cardinals lead. Now Tommy Pham is 0 for 1 and is next.
Had himself back in the count after being down 0-2.
So all smiles for Mason Wynn, 10th homer of the year. Last Cardinal rookie with a 10-homer, 10 stolen base season. Tommy Edman in 2019.
How about that? 23 balls and 24 strikes so far, the young left-hander. That's not a good ratio right there. Now it's even 24 and 24.
Well, the Dodgers have had to use 17 different starting pitchers this year, including Robleski, who's starting for the 5th time tonight. Amazing. 17 starting pitchers. They've used 56 players and currently have 11 more on the injured list. Line toward right, and Mookie leaps up at the last moment and makes the play to retire the side. Mark Pryor not happy as Dodgers starters giving up 2 bombs and the lead to the Cardinals as we head to the 4th. For Mason Wynn, his 10th of the year gives Miles Mikolas his first lead. Miles has set down 5 straight Dodgers. Gavin Lux leads off the LA 4th. What an amazing attempt by Victor Scott in center field on Lux's home run in the 2nd. He climbed the wall, the ball hit him in the pocket, and it trickled over the wall for a home run. Mikolas making hay up in the zone against him here.
Yeah, you got to keep the ball above the zone. Let him pop it up. Keep it at the ballpark. About the leaping ability of Victor Scott. Got up that wall, didn't he?
Reminded you of you, didn't it?
Yeah, I had to put my foot in the wall to get that high.
0-2 pitch. He is fouled.
Not to mention it keeps you up there a little bit longer, so you have some time to work on it.
But there is an art to it. I mean, that's not an easy play.
Well, you can see just he did a really nice job of getting to the wall, and when he went to jump, he was just a little bit off center. Probably threw him off just enough. The timing, and the ball hit him in the glove. It just popped right off the palm.
Miles tried to change the eye level. Lux took it low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one nearly came back, but too high. 2-2. Dodgers happy to have Lux back. Tore his ACL. Missed all of last year. Tore the leg up in spring training. Terrific player. And making Mikolas work hard here in the top of the 4th. Pitch 57 coming up for the Cardinals right-hander. Popped up left side. That will reach the seats.
A little bit of a contrast for you. The Dodgers pitcher has 52 pitches, 28 strikes. Miles has 56 pitches, 43 strikes.
A lot of foul balls are counted in those strikes.
Yeah, but he's pounding the zone.
And another long at bat, number 8 on the pitches for Lux here, and that one's skied foul again. Arenado way off the line at 3rd. third choice for Michaelis. And again, out of play foul. Reason we talk about pitch count with Miles an awful lot. He is definitely a guy that you think about the second and third time through penalty. You look at the numbers against him. The deeper in the game he goes, the higher the opponent's slug. As a breaking ball freezes Lux. Fifth strikeout, 4 of them looking, 1 away and 6 in a row.
It's a big breaking ball, stays up right here, right at the top of the zone.
So that was a 10-pitch sequence. Will Smith took strike 3 his first time up. He's in the middle of a 10-year contract. A 10-year contract for a big league catcher. Tells you what the Dodgers think of Will Smith. Beautiful frame job by Pages. It's 0-2. Right off his thumbs. The pitch count numbers for Michaelis. Pitches 1 through 25. The opposing hitters a .336 slugging percentage. Pitches 26 through 50. .532. Pitches 51 to 75. It goes up to .636. So keep an eye on that as that one's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But tonight he's had excellent movement and it's caught the Dodgers by surprise. Again, 4 of his 5 strikeouts have been looking. He's got a 1-run lead. Pitch. There's another called third strike.
That's a great pitch right there. He's got to use that weapon a little bit more, especially the left-handers. This ball starts off way off the plate. You can see Pages helps him a little bit, but he doesn't need to. Look at the movement on that fastball. Great shot right there of a 2-seam fastball running back.
Miguel Rojas doubled to left, and he takes a strike. I think his movement is surprising. I think the velocity is surprising. He's maintained 94, 95 so far in the first 4 innings.
I'm getting this humidity with the movement and the humidity that I got going on tonight. I am using that fastball to my advantage as much as possible on both sides of the plate.
Even count. Rojas was sidelined with a forearm strain. He came back August 7th for LA.
So that's the thing. Miles usually throws a lot of fastballs that don't move. He doesn't use the sinker as much as the four-seamer cutter. And he's catching the Dodgers by surprise a little bit because they think the ball is going to stay out of the zone, and you can see the sinker is working nicely tonight.
Weak contact on a slider. Michaelis has set down 8 in a row. And Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Donovan are coming up trying to extend a Cardinal lead. experiencing an emergency blood shortage. Donors are urged to give as extreme heat and travel plans threaten already low blood levels. To make an appointment, visit redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED CROSS. Cardinals start play in the home fourth inning. Arenado, Goldschmidt, and Brendan Donovan. The first two on the card here. Got the game tied. A walk and then Goldie's opposite field homer. One ball, one strike. Justin Robleski facing the Cardinals for the first time. Trails 3-2. That one hammered. Fair ball at third. Long toss across in time. Good play. Kike Hernandez for out number one. Here is Goldie, and here are the metrics on home run number 19 for him.
Thought it was interesting. The ball was super loud off the bat. I don't think anybody here thought it was a homer except for me.
I don't think Goldie did. He put his
I don't think he did either. You take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. I don't think he did either. But it was so loud in my ear. I was like, oh, he got that. And then it just stayed up in the air forever.
So his fourth homer against a left-handed pitcher this year. And something got in the eye of Vic Carapazza here. Vic, take all the time you need. We need you to have clear eyesight. No balls and a strike. Carapazza has kind of a distinctive called third strike. Motion behind the plate. Not as great as Tom Halyard, who looked like he was performing his own chiropractic. As that one whacked towards center, Kiermaier is going to backpedal and put that away for out number two. So Robleski has two quick outs, and Donovan is next. Robleski took a roster spot for the Dodgers. They had to manipulate their 26-man gathering to get him in line to pitch tonight. And interestingly, they put Tyler Glasnow on the injured list with right elbow tendonitis. Glasnow is supposed to start here tomorrow night. So LA's pitching plans for game two up in the air.
It's always interesting when you're in the clubhouse and a new face shows up and you know he came up to pitch at a certain point, and yet no one's gone down yet. So everyone's looking at each other like, okay, who is it?
Well, as I said, they've used 56 players, so they're running out of those "Hello, my name is" stickers that you have to wear. That one down the left field line. Donnie's got a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez cuts it off. Here comes his throw to second. It's close, but it's late. Donovan with a hustle double. .27 of those for Brendan.
Great all the way around. Great job staying on the breaking ball and getting out of the box and going through the whole way.
So it's first chance for the Cardinals with a runner in scoring position today. This has been something the Cardinals have to improve. They're 15 for their last 99 with runners in scoring position. That's a 152 average this month. First chance here, albeit with two outs. And Walker had a good cut, but fouled it back 0-2. Jordan, 78 games at Memphis, hit 9 homers, drove in 33. A nice 2+ week run got him called back up to the big league club. Robleski checks and delivers, and a roller foul. I recall Walker did break camp with the Cardinals and started the year in the outfield. Went 1 for 10 against the Dodgers staff out in Los Angeles. And looking for his second hit of the year against a left-handed pitcher in the big leagues. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and and a miss. A four-seamer at 96 tied him up. Mason Wins hit a homer to start Players Weekend for the Cardinals. We lead it 3-2, and Jim Hayes visits with his family at Busch Stadium as we go to the fifth. On this Friday is to recognize players' notable friends and fan groups and influencers. Tiffany Rawson and Earl Luckett, Mason Wynn's family here in town at Busch Stadium. And Jim Hayes, they've already seen their son do something very special tonight.
Well, that was special with the home run, but he's also using Players Weekend to pay tribute to those, as you said. Tiffany, when you hear Mason wanting to take the opportunity to use Players Weekend to tell the story how he wouldn't be here without you and Earl.
It means a lot. It means a lot to the family because it does take a village. Friends and everyone getting him to practices and brothers and sisters picking him up and taking him where he needs to be, and all the coaches. I mean, we did not get here by ourselves. There was a whole village behind us that helped us get here, and I really like that he appreciates and acknowledges that he did it with a family.
And Earl, so you were stepdad, but also coached him for a long while. I read in the piece where he was talking about you guys, I think MLB.com. He said you were the best coach he's ever had. I don't know how Ollie feels about that, but that says a lot about the guidance you've given him.
Yes, it's a great honor, just for him to even mention that. But with Mason, his talent coming up, he was so above everybody else, and always uses a saying, never be satisfied. So he'll have a good day or a good practice, and we always say never be satisfied. Try to take you to the highest level. Now I get to sit back and enjoy it. And when he asks for advice, it's still there. And for Mason to even say that, with my baseball organization, Team Houston, we still use that phrase, never be satisfied, because you can work one day, and in baseball, you can go 0 for 4 with 3 Ks in the era. But to continue to play the game and take it to the highest level, that's all we preach.
Well, you can see the work he's done because he's become such a complete hitter. And recently he said, I need to put some thump into the at-bats. Now we're seeing the power. We saw him homer earlier. Did you know that that was in there at the major league level?
I do. I think Mason has the opportunity to be, a 20-20 ball player. We're going to work on some things on the offseason, but I think, Mason is going to do what he has to do, to get better and continue his work, and continue to have success.
So you could talk all day about Mason Wynn, the ball player. What really has struck me, he's 22. When you talk to him and you're like, this guy's a veteran. This guy seems like he's been in the league for 10 years. That maturity, when did you see that kick in?
Mason's always been really, really mature. He's a thinker. He thinks about what he says. He thinks about what people says. He used to freak me out. Like 2 weeks later, he'd bring up something we talked about, and I'm like, what? Because he'd been thinking about it, and he's always been a thinker. I used to joke when I went out of town. He was the youngest by far. Always said he was in charge because he was mature, and he's always made good decisions.
He's a really great player and a really good person. You guys should be proud. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chip, pretty great stuff.
Great stuff. Great kid, great player, and a great run for Miles Michaelis. He has retired 10 straight, 7 strikeouts for him. That's a season high. He got Ohtani to start the game. Took him 11 pitches, but he got the Dodgers DH, who's 0 for 2. (3-2) Cardinals. Mason wins homer the difference.
You know, it is impressive about Mason is it's really not hard to be playing this game at this level at 22. It's hard to keep that composure and that calmness and that cool that you see him and keep him going every day. It's hard not to lose focus and fool around and lose track of what you're doing. That's typical 22-year-old. He's playing on the field the way he should, but the way he acts off the field and out there, as you see him right now, is way above the years of a 22-year-old.
That's lifted softly toward left. Long run. Tommy Pham's going to put the squeeze on that. How about Miles Michaelis? He's set down 11 in a row. He leads 3-2, and Mason wins coming up third. The 8th, 10,000 kids 15 and younger entering with a ticket take home their own stadium exclusive Build-A-Bear Workshop Cardinals Bear. For details or tickets, go to cardinals.com/promotions. Well, let's get a couple of more, shall we? We are entering the Redbirds half of the 5th inning. Pages and Scott, the 8-9 hitters, then Mason Wynn. Action's begun in the Dodgers bullpen as that ball cracked toward deep left center field. Kiermaier will turn. That one's going to go. Pedro Pages with a solo homer. Jimmy, his first homer since that incredible Father's Day weekend at Wrigley Field, and that one a no-doubter.
This is a joke right here. 462 feet. I thought 450 even better. I'm telling you, Chip, this is a bomb. You don't see the ball getting up there too often at this ballpark. Told you like to hit when it's hot.
A strike to Victor Scott. So the Cardinals have muscled up. They've hit 3 homers. They've got a 2-run lead. We'll check.
That says it all right there. Tommy Pham's been around this ballpark a lot. And he just gave that look like, wow.
We're going to see if that's the longest home run of the year for the Cardinals.
It's got to be close.
It is.
Not. Whew.
Longest home run at Busch Stadium this year from Pedro Pages. So Victor Scott strikes out, and there you are. By a long shot over Rafael Devers of the Red Sox.
And you don't see the ball go up that far to dead center very often, and that is way up there. That's just to the left of the grass, and that's almost to the top of the grass.
You hit it 462. You can have some dig me with the iPad.
A little dig me time?
No doubt. So the Cardinals, who have struggled to slug against lefties all year, have done that tonight. 3 home runs. To put that in perspective, coming into play tonight, the Cardinals as a team had hit 30 homers all year against left-handed pitchers. And now Mason Wynn's family would love to see him add to a perfect night at the plate here in the 5th. He's walked and he's homered. The homer came with 2 strikes, his 61st 2-strike hit of the season. 4-2 Cardinals in game 1. Robleski turns it loose and missed up again. He has missed up a lot, as you pointed out, Jim.
Big time overthrowing tonight, I think. I'm sure somebody had a good question for him about it after the game. I'm sure he would admit that. You could just tell by the arm angle and the way he doesn't finish off his pitches.
Freddie Freeman handles a pop-up. 2 men out in the Cardinals' 5th inning after the Pages homer. Fans grab a $6 Big Mac combo meal on every Cardinals game day. That's only on the McDonald's app. Contreras has struck out and lined out. He's trying to keep alive a 5-game hitting streak. Ooh. That has been a pretty good pitch for Robleski when he can get it in.
You can't tell from up here. Sometimes you can't tell if that's a fastball or a slider. It's got that much run to it.
And it's a legit 95-mile-an-hour heater, and you know it's coming, but it's been a very deceptive pitch for him tonight. On the ground to short. Rojas to his left, and the peg to first is in time. Pedro Pages has hit his 3rd homer, the longest of the year at Busch Stadium. A no-doubter to left center that extends the lead for Miles Michaelis and the Cardinals. It's 4-2 after 5. Now Miles Michaelis to work. Betts, Freeman, and Teoscar Hernandez. He leads 4-2. He's retired 11 straight. Pretty good pitch, but didn't get it. 1 ball, no strikes. Mookie Betts 0 for 2, playing in game number 77 for LA tonight. Swing and a high fly to left. Tommy Pham drifting back. He won't have a play. Mookie Betts makes it a 1-run game. It's 4-3. So Michaelis has allowed a couple of home runs. Betts now 1 for 3. It's a 1-run game. That one just shy of 400 feet.
Well, he hit it. He knew it. So did Miles. That fastball right down Broadway, as they say.
So here's Freddie Freeman. He has singled and took strike 3. He launches toward left center. Victor on the run, but slowing, and makes the jumping catch at the edge of the track. So 1 in, 1 out. Well, let's enjoy a quick word now from Tickets for Less.
Tickets for Less, your gateway to baseball heaven. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com and never pay service fees.
Teoscar Hernandez is 0 for 2. You know what Ollie's thinking here? Get through 6. Then you have the middle and bottom of the order coming up in the 7th and 8th potentially, and then you hope to be able to unfurl Helsley for the 9th inning. Michaelis ready for pitch number 90. And late swing. It's 1-2. Ryan Fernandez and Andrew Kittredge are getting ready. If there's any good news that came out of the disappointing road trip, it's that the big arms at the back of the Cardinals bullpen are very well rested. And frankly, they needed that kind of
always not a good thing. 4 days of not getting your closer to pitch usually is not a good thing.
You figure Helsley's ready to go tonight in a 4-3 game. The pitch is low and 2-2. Brewers not giving us any help tonight. 5-0. They lead the Guardians. That game up in Milwaukee. Cubs beat the Blue Jays 6-5. Reds losing 7-1 in the 9th. Pittsburgh snapped a 10-game losing streak today. They beat Seattle. To third, Arenado gets the big hop. Crow hops and fires. That's close, but they got him by an eyelash. Hernandez busting down the line made that close. He's out. So 2 outs after the homer. Here's Lux. He hit the first of the 2 Dodgers solo shots tonight. What do they say? Solo homers shouldn't beat you. Miles has given up 2 of them, but not the lead. And a strike. Really impressed with what Michaelis has done tonight in a huge start to the weekend.
Especially against this team,
yes,
in this weather. A couple of mistakes, but other than that, he's been really good. I love the sinker. All of a sudden, he's kind of gotten away from it a little bit. Been a nice weapon for him so far.
5 ground outs, 7 strikeouts, and he's ahead of Lux 0-2. Let's see what he features here with 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Mason can't glove it. It's underneath and into center field. Even if he fields that cleanly, Lux with his good speed would have been a tough out. And now Will Smith will be your batter. Tuesday, August 27th is golf night presented by the Ascension Charity Classic. Fans who bought a special themed ticket take home an exclusive golf themed Cardinals rope cap. For info and tickets, go to cardinals.com/theme. Smith has struck out looking twice. But he is a terrific hitting catcher. 16 home runs. He had a 3-homer game July 5th. Michaelis would love a 3-strikeout game for him here in the 6th. This is why the Dodgers signed Will Smith to that long-term deal. Excellent defender and a terrific power-packed catcher at the plate. Michaelis has been corner to corner, the ball moving all over the place, and the Dodgers, knock on wood, have not been able to catch up yet. And here's his 100th pitch, protecting a 1-run lead. The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Mason gives ground, and he has no play. So the Dodgers with back-to-back hits with 2 outs. And now the Cardinals and Oliver Marmol pacing and pondering. And it looks like that is going to be the end of the line. So Smith makes contact, soft contact, but in a perfect spot. And Miles Michaelis with a 100-pitch night is going to give way to the Cardinals bullpen. Michaelis was excellent tonight. 7 strikeouts, retired 11 straight at one point. He leaves with a 1-run lead and 2 aboard in the Dodgers 6th. Baseball season is back, and so is the Grand Slam ticket package at the Marriott St. Louis Grand. Get a great room for a great price that includes 2 Cardinals tickets, food and beverage credit, and more. Visit MarriottStLouisGrand.com, always a proud partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. So it's Andrew Kittredge to answer the first Chevy call to the bullpen, and as we said, Jim, trying to make lemonade out of lemons. Kittredge, one of those well-rested relievers. He last pitched a week ago.
Yeah, only 17 pitches in the last 8 days. That's a lot of rest.
He'll face Miguel Rojas, 2 on, 2 out. And that backs him up. 1 ball, no strikes. Rojas a double and scored the second LA run. They led 2-0. Cardinals scored 4 unanswered runs until Betts' solo homer here in the 6th.
You have to start thinking about second and third time through with Miles Michaelis. Obviously, bringing a fresh arm. A lot of guys with success against Miles. That doesn't add up. Second, third time around, plus guys already had success. Time to get a fresh arm in there. Hopefully, he can get out of this inning.
Line into right center field. That's going to tie the game. Lux will come around and score. Smith on his way to third, and the Dodgers have new life. So 3 straight hits after 2 outs. Rojas has 2 knocks and 25 RBIs. And now Miles Michaelis can't win it. You got to keep Smith at third to keep run number 5 from going to his ledger.
It's not a good pitch right there. Sinker right down the middle. Fortunately, just a base hit, only 1 run scored, but not so good for Miles. Worked his tail off to get so far, no decision.
So it's a battle of former Tampa Bay Rays here. Kevin Kiermaier greets Kittredge. Kiermaier an RBI single. Runner at first goes. Pages won't throw through. It's a free base for Rojas, his 7th swipe of the year. Now a hit scores you 2. Two runs on 4 hits for LA in the 6th inning. You know, Michaelis is frustrated, Jimmy, after the 2nd out. Luck's a perfectly placed single. Smith a perfectly placed single.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you know as a pitcher you have enough left in the tank. The numbers aren't great.
That's not great either. Kiermaier to deep right center has just hit a 3-run homer.
We're going to say as Miles gives up 2 weak ground balls to get him out of the game. And then, boom, everything's out of control now. 7-4 Dodgers.
A 5-run inning and 2 down the middle, and the Dodgers, as good a hitting team as they are, they're not going to miss that. That one a 415-footer for Kiermaier. And only his 2nd home run with a runner in scoring position all year. So LA leads it 7-4. And that one chopped toward third. That is a fair ball, and Arenado lost the handle, can't make the play. So 3 soft hits in the inning. 2 bombs for Dave Roberts and the Dodgers, and now they flip it over to Ohtani with a chance to really make life tough on the Cardinals. So Shohei Ohtani is your batter. Pages and Kittredge want to talk it over as we check out our Kia player profile. These are Shohei Ohtani's eye-popping numbers in the National League.
How about the stolen bases, though?
Yeah.
3rd in the league in stolen bases with the home runs and the RBIs. Wow.
So Matthew Liberatore had just gotten up as Kittredge gave up the hit to Rojas. And Matthew's now going to come in as Andrew faced 3 hitters. And the Dodgers picked up 2 runs, 3 hits, and the lead. So it's lefty-lefty, Liberatore versus Ohtani. The Dodgers have flipped the script here in the 6th inning in Game 1. The next to answer a Chevy call to the bullpen. Real rough outing for Andrew Kittredge. Just the 5th time in the big leagues that he appeared and didn't record an out. It's the first time facing 3 batters without retiring one in almost 5 years. LA has scored 5 runs in the 6th inning. They've hit 2 homers, and all of this has come with 2 men out. And now you're staring Shohei Ohtani square in the eye. He's the 9th man to hit in the inning. And Matthew Liberatore, who's really done good work out of the bullpen, may have to pitch multiple innings here tonight. Yeah, there are some split differences for Ohtani, but that's not too shabby.
Well, that got Kittredge out of the game too, because he has not so good against left-handed hitters, an average of 308. So hence the move, and it works on both sides, obviously, with him being left-handed at the plate, struggling against left-handers a little bit more than he does against righties, but still a threat, a big threat.
Ohtani is 0 for 3 tonight, 7 for Los Angeles. So now the question, Jim, for the Cardinals over their final 4 turns in the batter's box, can they score 3 or 4 runs tonight? The Cardinals have 4 runs, but just 4 hits. 3 of them left the ballpark. Michael Grove getting ready in the Dodger bullpen. Looks like he'll come on in the bottom half of the inning. At the knees, it's 1-2. One of the signature moments for Liberatore came in Kansas City. 3 innings of 3 strikeout ball. I mean, he was confident throwing strikes, had the cutter, the curveball. He was nasty. And you figure with each passing performance like that out of the bullpen, this young man's confidence will continue to grow. He's only given up 1 run in his last 5 outings in August. Ground ball that skips off the mound. Wynn's got that, and the throw is in time to retire the side. But LA scores 5 times in the 6th. They hit 2 homers, and they have the lead again, this time 7-4. Cardinals tickets, head to the SeatGeek app or SeatGeek.com. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the St. Louis Cardinals. Extra, read all about it. The Dodgers score 5 runs in the 6th and popped a couple of home runs and turned things over to Michael Grove now. He answers the Chevy call to the bullpen for LA with a 3-run lead.
Where do you think he came up with that old version of what, I guess, what do you call that thing, a newspaper?
Yeah. They still print those.
They do.
You know.
Sure, you just printed them on your printer if you didn't want to read it on your computer.
Well, Jimmy, we'll see what the Cardinals are made of here. Can they mount a comeback? They've got 12 outs left. They trail 7-4. The left-hander's out of the game. Grove is on for Pham, Arenado, and Goldschmidt.
Well, one base runner at a time is what you got to think about. Get one guy on at a time. However you can get on the base.
Cardinals have 4 runs on just 4 hits. Time to improve on that. 2 balls and a strike. Out of play, 2-2. That's low. And another deep count, this time for Tommy Pham. And he takes ball 4. Grove thought he had him struck out. So there's the start for St. Louis. Arenado is coming up after a quick word from Victory Men's Health.
Joint pain was a constant battle. I'm now transformed. My body fat's down 9%. I'm hitting the gym 7 days a week. I'm dominating in jiu-jitsu. I have now unlocked my inner champion.
Righties have hit Grove better than lefties. Let's hope that's a trend here. The pitch. Line towards second. Throw to first won't be made as Arenado hits a scorcher, but Lux was there for out number 1. Cardinals got the game tied thanks to this man, Jim, in the second.
Early on, he skies a homer right here. He doesn't think he got it, but just got enough carry to give himself a homer.
Michael Grove, 27 years young, out of Wheeling, West Virginia, at the University of West Virginia. Dodgers took him in the second round back in 2018. One ball, no strikes. So the Cardinals' top draft choice, J.J. Weatherford, came from the 7th overall pick, and he's tearing it up in the early days of his professional career down in Florida. And now Will Smith wants to talk with Grove. I'm sure he's saying, look, we got a 3-run lead. Dangerous part of the order up. Let's not walk people, shall we? Mark Pryor, Dave Roberts discussing strategy. These are huge games for Los Angeles, too. Remember, they started play tonight with just a 2-game divisional lead over the scorching hot San Diego Padres and the equally hot Arizona Diamondbacks. Goldie ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3.
Yeah, the Dodgers are in a fight. They got San Diego and Arizona coming up right behind them. Both of those teams 9-1 and 8-2 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, the Padres, whom the Cardinals will face as well, are on the hottest stretch of games in a run of 22 played in the history of their franchise. They've won 19 of 22.
Thanks.
3-1 pitch. And ball 4. Back we go to Brendan Donovan with 2 aboard and a chance to tie the game. So here is the wild card chase as things stand at the moment. The Cardinals pick up some ground on the Reds, who lost tonight. KC beat them 7-1.
How about that, Chip? You could go into the playoffs this year with the Dodgers, Padres, and Diamondbacks all making the playoffs.
Very possible. Good. And now Dave Roberts is on his way out. Banda was warming up for them. Grove has faced the requisite 3. So it'll be Donovan versus Banda. Donovan with a double in 2 trips. Cardinals have life 7-4 before 38,000 plus at Busch in the 6th inning. Walks will drive a manager crazy. Grove walked 2 of the first 3 he faced, so Anthony Banda now has to answer a Chevy call to the bullpen. He'll face Brendan Donovan, who, as I said, is 1 for 2 tonight. Cardinals have their second chance with a runner in scoring position tonight. They're 0 for 1.
If you're the Dodgers, you like this right here because Banda's only given up 1 inherited runner scored out of 16. That's pretty dang good all year long.
Well, Donovan's had good luck against this guy. He's 3 for 3.
Oh.
Lefty versus lefty. Runners lead. Long pause pitch. And taken high. Dodgers bullpen's somewhat in a state of flux. Their relief corps has given up at least 1 run in 9 straight games. And there's a lot of baseball left to be played tonight. 7-4 LA the lead. Pitch. Generous strike there, but a good pitch. Donnie fooled there. A ball and 2 strikes. Donovan, the key man in the inning. 2 on, 1 out, thanks to 2 walks. Let's see what he can do with 2 strikes. Normally a tough man to strike out. Pham and Goldschmidt lead from second and first. The pitch. Upstairs, 3-2.
98. The 3/4. 98 from the lefty.
Well, he fooled him on that big sweeper. Would he throw it again here? 3-2 and try to get a chase? We're about to find out. Line and fair, a base hit to left. Tommy Pham's waved around. Here comes the throw. It's going to be late. RBI hit for Donovan. He's 4 for 4 against Banda. And the Cardinals are down 2.
That is incredible. 4 for 4 for anyone is pretty dang good. And how about a lefty that's throwing 98, fights it off right here. Have yourself an afternoon.
So the Cardinals cash in one of those walks. That's their first hit with a runner in scoring position tonight. And now here's Jordan Walker. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Oh, if this kid launches one here, this place will go crazy. Hit it hard someplace. The stretch and pitch. Remember when Jordan came back to the Cardinals? Didn't sound like much, but he fell behind 0-2 in Cincinnati and drew a walk, so he's seeing the ball pretty well. See what his recognition looks like in a big spot here. A little anxious on a changeup, even count.
Oh, you got to remember, though, they're still going to try and mess with him a little bit as far as you're not going to get your typical 1-0 fastball, 2-0 fastballs up here in the big leagues. You've got to stay patient.
Goldie, the lead runner. Donovan trails him at first. The pitch. Sinker that time, and he missed it by plenty. 1-2. And Walker looking for his second hit of the year against a left-handed pitcher. And he'll take his 2-strike timeout. Marmol and the Cardinals surrendered the lead thanks to a 5-run top of this 6th inning. They've answered with a run. The pitch. Good take. 2-2. LA led 2-0. A Goldschmidt homer tied it up. Win gave the Cardinals a 3-2 lead. Pages made it 4-2. It's now 7-5. Way high. Full count. And Babe Pages waits on deck.
Oh, man. The Dodgers just asking for trouble, getting behind in the situation with walks, getting behind in the count.
So here we go. 3-2 for Walker. Swing and a miss. Sinkers and changeups. And there's out number 2. Pedro Pages is next. He's hit the longest home run of the year in the ballpark this year.
I mean, this ball is crushed. I haven't seen a ball go this far in a while. That ball ends up, and I know I said this earlier, but you don't see baseballs get hit up to the top of that grass up there. It was almost even with the top of the grass, just to the left. This ballpark, that is a long way.
462 feet. So a 4-game hit streak for Pages. See how carefully the Dodgers pitch to him. With that home run, Pages cracks the top 10 in the StatCast era and the longest home runs hit at Busch. Austin Riley last year hit one almost to the concourse to lead all sluggers here. We'll take a hit of any kind from Pages, who's ahead in the count. Swing and a base hit to left. Goldie around third's going to get green lighted. Donovan on his way to third. Pages with a 2-out hit. We got a 1-run game.
Great swing right here. Stays patient, gets a ball to handle, hits it down the line. I like the job by Donovan right here. He could have easily given up and not run to third base, and the ball's in front of him, but being so deep into left field corner, he just keeps going and going, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring the tying run, and anything can happen when you're at third base.
So the Dodgers bullpen's allowed a run in 10 straight games. The Cardinals have pulled to within 1. Can Victor Scott pick up a hit and get us tied? He's 0 for 2. Swing, fly ball hit towards center. Kiermaier going back, still going back. Leaps just shy of the fence and hauls that in. And that retires the side. But the Cardinals come back. They cash in the 2 walks from Michael Grove. Pages with an RBI hit. What a ball game. It's 7-6 now in St. Louis. start to this hugely important weekend for both the Cardinals and the Dodgers. 2 more games left. That's our Budweiser What's on Tap. Andre Palante has the ball for the Cardinals tomorrow. Then Sonny Gray and Clayton Kershaw will wrap things up here on Sunday. Big night for Pedro Pages, a homer, a single, 2 RBIs. And the Cardinals counter punch to within a run. It's 7-6. And Mookie Betts starts off the LA 7th. He homered against Michaelis, leading off the 6th. So let's think along with Oliver Marmol here. You've got Betts, you've got Freeman, then Teoscar Hernandez. How far will Libby be allowed to work? Ryan Fernandez is up in the Cardinals bullpen. Banda will come back out, it appears, for the Dodgers after the stretch.
Good pitch.
It's been a big difference maker for him.
Well, he's been keeping the ball down too. So if you keep the ball down with the fastball and then you throw the same pitch, the breaking ball, and it starts off down, it looks kind of like the fastball. You have to go get it.
Got his hands inside that one, but nearly broke his bat.
If you're up with the fastball, as soon as the breaking ball comes out of the hand, it's down. Whether it's a strike or not, you're not going to get a swing because you've changed the eye level. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes not a good thing. As a hitter can recognize it.
That one a touch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped it up. Tommy Pham charging on in left. He's under that, and Betts is the first out. So Libby's retired the first 2 he's assigned. Now it's Freddie Freeman. Freddie 1 for 3 in the game. If you haven't followed Freddie Freeman, he and his family have gone through an awful lot over the last couple of weeks. His young son Max fell ill a couple of weeks ago and was diagnosed late with Guillain-Barré syndrome. The young man was paralyzed for a while. He's on the road to recovery now. First the pitch from Libby, swing and a miss. Freddie talking to him before the game, he said there's nothing more helpless than seeing your child intubated, knowing there's nothing you can do but hope the doctors and Mother Nature and the good Lord will take care of him. And it looks like his 3.5-year-old son Max is on the road to recovery. So Freddie Freeman's been playing through a lot.
So can you imagine going through that and out here playing every day, trying to put on a good face.
And this is a guy that plays the game with such unbridled joy, and you can imagine what a chore it was for him to
changes things in a heartbeat.
No doubt. So hopefully Max and the whole family out in Los Angeles are getting better and better with each passing day. Good people. 1-2 out of the way. A ball and 2 strikes for Freeman, who's playing in his 2000th career game. He's a lifetime .301 hitter, and when he's through, there'll be a plaque for him in Cooperstown. The pitch taken low. It's 2-2.
See what I mean? Just the recognition of the hitters, right? Like, good fastball down, and then a tight slider, you get a swing. Fastball down and away, but then the big breaking ball pops up out of the hand, you get a take right away.
And with 2 strikes, Freddie Freeman doesn't hit it hard, but he's got bookend singles tonight, and he's aboard with 1 man out. So Teoscar Hernandez is next. He's hit the ball on the ground 3 times. That's something the Cardinals would love to see again here. Get a double play and get us to the stretch.
Don't you leave Libby in right here just because you don't really want to burn a guy if you don't have to.
Yeah.
You're only in the 7th. And you're losing, so you're ruling out maybe you're back 2 guys, and you got a guy that can get a ground ball. So you're just hoping he keeps the ball down. He's been pitching well, like you said. His last 5 outings have been great.
This is the time of year where you ride the hot hand.
Well, this is what makes you a good player right here. You get to these situations and you keep succeeding. The more times you get put in a situation where you don't have to think, well, am I going to come out? Am I going to stay in? And you just keep pitching. Confidence, like you said, goes up. Your stuff gets better. You start to really believe that you belong, and then it's autopilot from then on out. You just go out and make pitches. You don't have to think about what could happen. This is your job.
0-2 pitch. He broke his bat, and Liberatore will go to work again. There was again that Kansas City game. Libby facing Bobby Witt Jr. He got a little soft comebacker to the mound, and there was a whole lot of "I'm better than you," not in an arrogant way, but kind of a rite of passage for Liberatore. He made a play on a comebacker and very casually threw a strike to first as if he'd done it 1,000 times. There was a lot of "I'm going to be better than you" in that moment.
Yep.
And
that's how it changes right there.
It was great to see.
I think that there is a lot to be said about looking over your shoulder all the time, and this poor young man has been doing that a lot over the last couple of years. Up and down, start, reliever. Look at that.
How about that pitch?
That's nasty.
Big slow curveball, and Hernandez could not pull the trigger. He's the second out.
It's a huge breaking ball. You hadn't seen one of those yet. Great pitch.
So now you've got Lux up, another left-handed batter. He's homered, singled, and scored 2. 7-6 LA in front. And he just missed ball 1.
And that's the other thing too. What if he doesn't get that out with Hernandez right there? You still have Lux, so you don't want to face right-handed with 2 guys on. So you take your chances.
Soft ground ball to second, shovel to first in time. Liberatore, an excellent job in the 7th. Hey, it's stretch time in St. Louis. What a game. Top of the order coming up for the Cardinals, who trail the mighty Dodgers by 1. It's the Chevy call to the bullpen. This is Evan Phillips, who's picked up 15 saves this year in 42 games. And he's on because the top of the order is coming for the Cardinals. 5 straight right-handed hitters. And Mason Wynn has already gone deep tonight. He starts our Honda home run inning. If he can do it again, the Cardinals will see our friends at the Gateway Honda dealers donate $1,000 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. As we said, that the Dodger pen is in kind of a state of flux right now. They're trying to figure out roles, trying to see who's best where in games like this.
Mix and match.
I mean, Phillips with 15 saves is pitching the 7th inning of a 1-run game. And they've added Michael Kopech from the White Sox. He's been their best reliever, and Dave Roberts has hinted that, look, if he's pitching best, he might get some of the 9th inning chances, and maybe that's in the offing for them tonight.
Well, maybe he thinks this is the spot. This is the make or break part of the game, and he's going to his hottest hand here at the top of the order with a one-run lead.
Mason's family looking on as he's had a great night. He's reached base twice, hit his 10th homer. He's got a 2-strike count here. And he fought that off. This is what makes Mason so fun to watch. For a young hitter, Jim, to be so patient, so calm when he gets to 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job. I mean, he's really transitioned into a really good big league player. Last year was a struggle at the end of the year when he came up. He really was trying to do too much, trying to hit homers. He lost himself for that month, and he came back this year, and he righted the ship, and he's done a really, really nice job. I've been super impressed with every bit of his game.
I see where he gets his calmness from. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Phillips. And that one tipped and caught. And there is out number 1 in the 7th. Phillips in his career has been awfully tough against the Cardinals. 8 innings, now 8 1/3 innings, and 9 strikeouts.
He averages 10.5 strikeouts an inning. I mean, a game. Sorry. An inning, that'd be tough.
Here's Contreras, base is empty. He's had a quiet night, 0 for 3.
Be a wild inning, huh? 10 strikeouts an inning.
Smack towards center, but easy play for Kiermaier, and that's out number 2. Tommy Pham earned the first of 2 walks for the Cardinals last inning and scored the Cardinals' 5th run. We're 1 shy tonight, 7-6. A 5-run 6th turned the tide for LA to this moment.
And do you also, if you're the Dodgers, do you bring in Phillips here because at the bottom of the order you have lefties? You're not going to pinch hit at the top of the order, and your bench is lefties, and he doesn't do so well against left-handed hitters. Gives about a .310 average against lefties, so maybe that's the situation. You know, every game dictates something different, and you know, that's a perfect example right there. Whole top of your order right here is right-handed. He's strong against righties. The whole bottom of your order could turn around and all be left-handers.
Well, that's what makes it so tough when you face the Dodgers. They have multiple guys who have 9th inning save experience, and they can have the luxury of matching up no matter how your lineup card exists or no matter with whom you pinch hit.
And I think that that's why you use him here as opposed to maybe in the 9th inning where you have an opportunity to pinch hit lefty after lefty after lefty.
So Tommy Pham in command of the count with Arenado waiting on deck. 3 balls and a strike. The Dodgers have walked 4 men in the game. 3 have scored for the Cardinals. Nice to see St. Louis cashing in those gifts tonight.
By the way, Chip, Michael Kopech, a 159 average against lefties against him. So there you go.
3-1 and ball 4. So the go-ahead run will be in the batter's box. It's Nolan Arenado. 31 lifetime homers against the Dodgers. 98 lifetime RBIs. How about we make it an even 100 and take the lead here? Pham's got a good lead. And they chase him back. Phillips has given up 5 homers in 36 innings. The pitch. Center cut, a strike. Arenado tonight is 0 for 2. He walked ahead of Goldschmidt's 2nd inning homer. Cardinals have hit 3 bombs tonight. And he just got away with a hanging sweeper. No balls, 2 strikes. You know, Nolan wants that one back. The Dodgers play him as a dead pull hitter. Nolan likes to pull and launch. Let's see what he does here. 0-2. Little dribbler right side. And the peg will go to first in time. And that will retire the side. Nothing doing for the Cardinals in the 7th. We go to the 8th. LA still with a slim 1-run lead. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the St. Louis area. Find yours at your Mid-America Chevy dealer, and by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Jim Hayes, Jim Evans, Chip Carey with you. We're through 7. New pitcher out there for the Cardinals. It's Ryan Fernandez. He's the 3rd Cardinal reliever to answer a Chevy call to the bullpen. He too well rested. He last pitched 6 days ago. Last 3 outings for Ryan, he's given up at least 1 run in all of them. Can't give him any more. We're down a run. Line to 3rd. Arenado to a knee. Will Smith retired. And a good start to the 8th inning. Let's step aside for a quick word from Great Southern Bank.
Yep, we got a plan. Now let's meet the team.
Great Southern, business banking with a fan club.
Well, this is the part of the Dodger order that's really hurt the Cardinals tonight. Rojas, Kiermaier, and Kike Hernandez. This trio has picked up 5 hits. They've knocked in 5 runs and scored 3. Driven toward right, pretty well hit, but Walker slow, shy of the track. And here's Kiermaier, who hit a back-breaking 3-run homer off Andrew Kittredge in the 6th inning. Man, it seems weird not seeing this guy in a Rays uniform, but patrolling center for the Dodgers.
It's funny when you see it, the color change, just the uniform is a totally different look.
But what a wonderful career he had down in Tampa.
I always thought it was interesting, speaking of like a guy like this, like Pilar, the same way. When you see him switch teams, you're like, oh, he just doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
But same type of player.
2 balls, no strikes for Kevin Kiermaier.
He's a 31st round draft pick. 2010 with the Tampa Bay Rays.
All-time leader in defensive WAR in Tampa Bay. Top 5 in overall WAR, games, runs, triples, steals. But trying to chase down a ring with the Dodgers. Good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, LA just 2 games up in their division. They're getting some help from Colorado. Colorado beating San Diego 6-3 late. Strike 3 on a late call. Kiermaier's rung up on a 2-2 pitch. Vic Carapaza says, have a seat. Goldie and company go to work in the 8th, down a run. It's starting at $6 for great matchups all throughout August. That includes this Dodgers series and the first place Milwaukee Brewers coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. You can enhance your experience with tickets for just $16. Go to cardinals.com/McDonald's. This is Joe Kelly, the former Cardinal. He's been injured for most of this season, but he's next to answer the Chevy call to the bullpen. He'll face Paul Goldschmidt to lead off the Cardinals' 8th. 7-6 LA.
Tell you what, injured or not, he still has a 99-mile-an-hour sinker. And you can see the run right there.
That sounds fun. Kelly was reinstated July 19th with a right posterior shoulder strain. And this one, a comebacker. He can't glove it. Picks it up at the base of the mound and throws a strike for out number 1. So that'll catch your attention. Not hard hit, but Kelly knocked it down, didn't panic, and gets Goldie for out number 1.
Hit him a changeup. Tell you what, to be honest with you, I applaud the Dodgers bench right there. Nothing drives me more crazy than you see the whole team run out there, coaching staff and trainer, over a changeup that hit him in the palm of the glove. And then the next thing you know, he's throwing warm-up pitches, and the 5 minutes goes by, and they're checking on the pitcher for no reason.
2 more hits for Brendan Donovan tonight, his 36th multi-hit game. Now, if he can reach, this brings up an interesting scenario for Oliver Marmol. First, the 1-0 pitch. Jordan Walker is the next scheduled hitter. He's done most of his damage against right-handed pitching. But you also have Alec Burleson lurking. And you have the platoon advantage of Burleson versus Kelly.
I also don't like the sinker. I don't like the stuff of Joe Kelly versus the young man on the right-hand side. You know, you've got Walker's going to turn himself into a great player, but I don't know if you have any kind of Burley's got the advantage obviously right here facing him, and it's a tough at bat for Jordan Walker.
So Donovan seeing the ball well has an advantage here. 3 balls and a strike.
I'm also not so sure. If I'm Jordan Walker, I'm almost thanking him for letting Burley hit right here. I've been in those situations a few times in my career.
And the tying run is aboard on another walk. LA has walked 6 batters in the game. And it will be Burleson. And he is the 3rd batter Kelly is required to face here. And that is Mark Pryor. He is the Dodgers pitching coach. Burleson, one of the Cardinals' offensive sluggers who's carried the offense for much of the year. A .274 hitter. He leads the club with 20 homers. And what makes Burleson such a fun at bat, he can hit anybody's fastball. And when he's right, he puts it in play. This is his 10th pinch hit assignment. He's 1 for 9 off the bench.
Now, pinch hitting is not fun. It's not easy, but if you're going to put a guy in here against a guy like Joe Kelly, you want a guy that gets the ball in the nose, that can spray the ball to all fields and give your team a good at bat. And I think he does all of that.
So Burleson for Walker, tying run aboard. Outfield deepens up, no doubles in the outfield. Kelly ready after the meeting. And here it is. Good cut, but he was late. There's that 99 you were talking about. Cardinals have a total of 8 pinch hits as a team this year. Number 9 would be nice for Burleson in the 8th. High fly ball jammed him. And Teoscar Hernandez will gather that in. Back to first is Donovan. And Pedro Pages is next with 2 outs. So a big night for Pages, hitting 8th. He's 2 for 3 with a homer and 2 RBIs. He's a good fastball hitter too. There's a strike.
Good job, Joe Kelly, right there. Through first 4-seamer down. I think if you're the hitter right there, you think that ball's going to sink underneath the zone. It stayed pretty straight and flat.
So a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, an 89-mile-an-hour slider, everything down. What's he getting here?
I believe you just have to be smart as a pitcher and stay away. Fastball away. You don't want to waste too many pitches. You try to run something away from him off the plate. Don't let him pull anything, but this is a new era. They don't really care about that anymore. Looks like slider down.
It was, and a good stop by Smith. The Cardinals, with just 6 hits, have had base runners all over the place in this game. They've had a base runner in every offensive inning tonight. One ball, 2 strikes. Kelly, a long pause, now brings it, and it skips up 2-2. Victor Scott waits on deck. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 99 up. And Pages couldn't catch up. So the Cardinals strand a runner in the 8th, and we are headed to the 9th, down a run. Well, an entertaining game to start this big weekend in St. Louis. Jim, the Cardinals had a 2-run lead, but a big Dodger explosion in the 6th. 5 runs, 2 homers as they sent 9 to the plate, and the Redbirds have played catch-up since.
Yeah, the homers hurt too, especially the one off of Kiermaier, like you said. A 3-run homer right there at the end of that inning, and really turn this game upside down as far as the Cardinals are concerned, and that young fan right there is very concerned right now.
Kike Hernandez leads off as that one's out of play. I think it's time, Jim, for the bird hat
come back
in the night.
Well, the last time, well, I don't know about the Cardinals or the Dodgers half of the inning, because the last time you put it on, I think the home runs were flying the other way. You want to save it for the bottom of the inning.
Okay. I'll defer to your experience.
Well, I think you had it on in the 6th inning, and I'm looking at homer, single, 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 homer.
High pop. Mason drifts out. He's got plenty of room, and Tommy Pham calls him off. There's out number 1. Hernandez 1 for 4 tonight. Now we face Ohtani and Betts.
There's the bird hat.
Absolutely beautiful. Oliver Marmol on his way out. Hernandez faced 4 batters, retired them all. Now you've got Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. JoJo Romero is ready to go as both skippers playing matchup in a 1-run white knuckle ride in St. Louis tonight.
It's jamming.
They're having fun tonight in St. Louis. Announced crowd 38,485. JoJo Romero is on to get the final 2 outs of the top of the 9th inning. He is the 4th Cardinal reliever to answer a Chevy call to the bullpen. And Jim, again, another well-rested Cardinal reliever. He last pitched on August the 8th. 8 days ago.
Like I said, that's good and bad, right? When you're not using your horses, they're rested, but that means you're not needing them, and that normally means you're not winning games.
Shohei Ohtani's had a quiet night, knock on wood. He's 0 for 4. Ohtani's been a mere mortal over the last week and a half for LA, but still eye-popping numbers for the likely MVP in our league. 1-1 pitch. When Romero's right, that pitch is a big equalizer. That and a changeup.
Tell you what, Shohei in his last 30 games has only hit .215. This is when the season starts to get long for you and you start to get a little tired. This is the stretch where you really got to stay with it. Got to keep eating, got to keep working out, do everything you can to stay strong.
Little pop headed for the Dodger dugout.
Oh, fumble. bad hands down there.
I was going to say, I wanted to report that a fan from Malibu, California messed that up, but they were wearing Cardinal red. So we won't mention the town they're from, as Ohtani awaits a 1-2, and now an even count. Mookie Betts is next.
I've driven through some towns in the last couple of days. I can mention a few. Weave my way in and out of Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Missouri.
Yeah, you had to pick up your dog food, huh?
Went for a road trip.
Oh, fantastic.
Made a couple of long turns, not wrong, but long, wrong way turns. Got to see a lot of the Midwest.
Full count pitch. And a swing and a miss. Look at that ball explode. Woo. That was filthy. 2 outs.
It's a great job by JoJo. Keeps making his pitch. Look at that pitch right there at the end. It's a strike until it's not. As a hitter, you have to try to offer at it, and then it's just gone. Best you can do right there is foul it off, and that ball's out of the zone in a hurry.
So Mookie Betts stands in the way of the Cardinals in the 9th. Looking ahead to the bottom half, Victor Scott, Mason Wynn, Wilson Contreras. Michael Kopech is up in the Dodger bullpen. That went a little too tight. It's an even count. This has been a really fun game. Both managers played bullpen matchup. Both bullpens have given up their share of runs tonight. As Betts cracks one into the left field corner, that's going to get down for an extra base hit. Betts with a 2-for-5 night. And now you go lefty-lefty with Freddie Freeman here. Beware of Freeman on the first pitch. As the Dodgers look for some 9th inning insurance with 2 outs. They really hurt us with 2 outs in the 6th.
Well, he went from making the pitch of his night to leaving one up there for the wrong guy, Mookie Betts, and the slider, he hung it and smacked it into left field.
So here's the matchup you want. Romero versus Freeman, who's 2-for-4, 2 singles. Again, beware the first one.
I don't really want to ever see Freddie Freeman here in St. Louis. Busch, career .393 hitter, a career .393 hitter. He's 53 for 135.
Well, his approach is so solid. All he's trying to do every at bat is hit a line drive over the shortstop's head. He's one of the best opposite field hitters I've ever seen. Lefty pitchers, righty pitchers, doesn't matter. His approach generally stays the same. He's got an even count here. Cardinals play him to pull up the middle. Wynn backs up. And JoJo got away with one there. That was center cut, but Freeman fouled it off. 2,200 plus hits in 2,000 games.
It's incredible. A lot of years with Atlanta. Good pitch.
So if you're Freeman, you got to be thinking, here comes that big slider that erased Ohtani. Let's see if JoJo can execute with an even count. Another fastball, and he hit it right off his thumbs. So 2 in a row in the kitchen. And Freeman fought it off.
Well, the kind of player he is, it just tells you a little bit about him. The year we had COVID, we played in 60 games, but with all that mess going on, he had 340. I mean, that is no joke.
There was the slider, but it missed. Full count. They've got Teoscar Hernandez and Lux lurking in the LA ninth. The other thing about Freeman, he plays every day. It's news when he's not in the lineup. It's 160 plus almost every year for him.
161 last year.
And a swing and a miss. JoJo Romero strikes out 2 and gives the Cardinals a shot in the 9th inning. The ball's been flying at Busch Stadium. Can the Cardinals walk it off? 9-1-2 coming up. It's game one, head-to-head with the Dodgers. Homers tonight, but this one the backbreaker. Kevin Kiermaier got a breaking ball and golfed a 3-run homer in the 6th inning. The Dodgers scored 5 runs in that frame, took a 7-4 lead, and now are hanging on 7-6 as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. If you like pitching changes and home runs, this has been your game. Michael Kopech now on. He's been dominant for the Dodgers as he answers the Chevy call to the bullpen. Since joining LA at the deadline, he's given up 1 hit in 24 at-bats. So 2 base runners, a walk and a single, I believe, against Kopech.
Fastball average 98.7 miles an hour. That's all.
Well, we need a base runner. Put a little pressure on him. Victor Scott 0 for 3. He's hit the ball hard in the air twice and has struck out once. Dodgers have helped us out. They have walked 6 Cardinals batters in the game. 3 of them have scored. The Dodgers relief corps has walked 4 men. And 100 sprayed foul, 2 balls and a strike.
Chip, he is a 12.5 strikeout per 9 guy. 12.5 strikeouts per 9 innings.
He's owned lefties, 7 strikeouts and 11 at bats since coming to LA. And now the 2-1 for Victor. Foul straight back at 99. Longview, Texas is his hometown. And his arm ought to be fresh. He
103.
Came back from Tommy John in 2018. Didn't play in the COVID year. And he's just getting loose.
Oh my gosh.
The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 at 100.
That is filthy right there. That looked like a dart coming out of his hand. Straight down, straight in. Everything was up and away, away, and then on top of one, inside, thigh high, untouchable.
So Mason Wynn bats. He's homered and walked tonight. Think about it. He just threw on 103, then drops an 88-mile-an-hour slider. That's a lot for a hitter to have to cover. Let's see if Wynn cheats and gets a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. Tried to and fouled it straight back. Kopech, the 6th Dodger pitcher to work in this game. Little roller hit toward third. Hernandez, a strike, 2 outs. So here's Contreras. This guy can hit a fastball, as you know. 2 big homers against the Royals. And he is our final hope in the 9th inning. Another 1-run game for the Cardinals, who are playing their 38th 1-run game this year. Smart pitch.
It is. I don't think he wanted it up there, but he definitely, as a hitter, you're not looking for that.
Oh, swing and a miss. He swung at ball 1. And now the Cardinals are down to their last strike. Look at the right turn this ball takes.
Wow.
So again, you think about this game for LA. Kopech can close. Phillips can close. Grove can close. What a luxury for Dave Roberts to be able to snuff a rally in the middle innings. And then no matter who's up in the 9th, you've got an ace in the hole that throws 103.
Yeah, just take your pick on what team and what situation you need and go for it.
Swing and a miss, and that's your ball game. Kopech continues his dominance as a Dodger, and LA wins it 7-6. Rough way to start the weekend for the Cardinals, Jim. They had a 4-2 lead, but one big inning cost the Cardinals dearly tonight.
Yeah, a lot of long balls tonight, and the one that cost them the most off of Kiermaier's bat in the big 6th inning, 5-run 6th inning for the Dodgers, and they held on by 1 run. Like you said, it was a 38 1-run games. Tough way to play a season, but we'll be back out here tomorrow, and we'll be back on Sunday.
You got it. Pitcher to be named for the Dodgers, Andre Palante for the Cardinals. Brad Thompson, Alexa Dat will preview Game 2 tomorrow night and wrap up a 7-6 Dodger winner in St. Louis tonight. For Jim Evans, Jim Hayes, Chip Carey, thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. We'll see you here on Sunday.